Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up, Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. You know, I think I ought to explain something to y'all. You know, when I wake up in the morning and I say, dig me now, what I'm asking you to do is it's old school, you know, man. You know, you see old people say, I dig, you know, da-da-da. Never stop saying it, I'm sorry. But dig me now is just, I want you to really feel me. I want you to understand what I'm saying, because really, this morning inspiration is all given in the spirit of sharing and love. It ain't about to expose me in any way. That's not the purpose of it. But I found that in my morning inspiration, that it's best that I use some things about myself. Because, I mean, what better example can I use? Because I know me. I know what's happened to me. I know exactly how I felt all along the way concerning almost everything, every aspect of my life. I now fully do really understand why God had my life spin the way it spun. And here's a part that I want to give to you this morning, that first of all, whatever position you find yourself in today, we kind of come to one realization, that we got ourselves there. We put ourselves there by a series of thoughts and actions. Thoughts turn into things. That's very important to know. So let's look at both sides of it. For people who think negative thoughts, it turns into negative things. And the direct opposite is true for those who think positive thoughts. It turns into positive things. That's the deal. It's as simple as that, folks. I cannot break it down any cleaner. I cannot make it any clearer. Thoughts become things. So the one glaring question for all of us always is, on a daily basis, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Because I can assure you, and it's not by a promise of mine. This is not a theory that Steve Harvey then came up with. This is a fact of life. This is biblical. This is spiritual. This is written. This is philosophical. This is the law of the universe. However you need to drink this medicine to get it down and feel what I'm saying to you, this is just the way it is. Now, and here the cold part, folks. It don't matter if you believe me or not. It does not matter if you have never been explained this or not. And it does not matter if you think it works in your life or not. It don't matter. Listen to me. It is the way it is. It is a scriptural. It is a spiritual. It is philosophical. It's just whatever. It's the law of the universe. You call whatever you want to call. However you got to dress this thing up to put it in the phase that you can feel me, I want you to feel me now, because this is all it is. So when I say that you are where we are today because we thought ourselves here, oh, you best to believe that's true. You thought yourself here. No one else. See, let me explain something. I got people around me who so badly want to take credit for it, but I don't allow it because I keep pointing to the heavens. I keep pointing and trying to say it out loud as many times as I can without being so offensive that my life is by design, by grace and mercy, by blessings from God. My life is because God has seen it to be so. Oh, but I got plenty of people around me who want credit for it and want you to not give credit to God and give it to them. I got that. But I understand that. See, I understand what that is. That's a person whose design is to get the credit. But it's okay. It's so clear to me what my father was saying to me, man. I get it as I get older and older. He always said to me, son, everybody come with you, can't go with you. See, I don't know how people say it in church. Sometimes they go, well, people come into your life for seasons. And I guess that's the same thing. They season up, they gone. Well, but then hear the way they try to hold you, though. Oh, you going to forget where you come from? Oh, you ain't going to keep it real no more? And so you find yourself trying to not forget where you come from and keep it real no more. But to what end? Is it to the good of your end or is it to the good of their end? To what end is keeping it real and not forgetting where you come from if it does not allow you to progress and move forward? I got where I come from. I don't want to stay there no more. I don't forget where I come from. I know full well what I've been through, but that's what drives me because I don't want to go back to that. That's the push for me. I don't want that no more. I don't want to go back where I come from. I don't want to keep it that real no more. It was real enough for me living in a car. I had enough of that real. I don't want to keep it real. No, I don't keep it real. I want to go keep it dreamy. I want to go keep it fantasizing. I want to keep it out of this world. I want to keep it off the chain. I want to keep it moving. I want to keep it balling. I want to see what that's like. So, nah, I ain't going to forget where I come from, but you ain't going to hold me to that, though. See, thoughts become things all day long. Where's your vision board? Where are the things that you want written down? What do you think about the most? How grateful are you for what all God has done for you? Where you at with that? See, here another law. If thoughts become things, here come the moment, y'all. If thoughts become things, let me ask you this. If all you thinking about is your debt, if all you thinking about is what you ain't got, if all you thinking about is, oh, woe is me, if all you thinking about is every time I turn around, I'm sick, if all you thinking about is the things in life that you're lacking, if that's all you thinking about, and if thoughts become things, how much debt you think you're going to stay in? How much lacking you think you finna fill your life with? How much more stuff you finna not have? Cause you keep thinking about it all the time. When you gonna be grateful? When you gonna say thank you? When it's gonna come out your mouth, man, that I may not be where I want to be, but I sure am grateful for what you've given me so far, for the things I have today, because I don't have to have these things. You know what that does? That then opens up room for more stuff to come your way to be grateful for. But if you're going to be ungrateful, oh, man, let me ask you something. I ain't God. I don't claim to be, but let me ask you something, man. if you're ungrateful for the things we got, if we can't show no gratitude for what we have, why would God give us some more stuff to be ungrateful for? What would he do that for? Man, I blessed you with that. You ain't like that. I gave you this. You ain't said nothing to me about that. You ain't feeling me on this right here. So I tell you what, man, let me stop giving this dude something, because he just over here. He ain't glad for nothing, because if I give him some more, he going to be mad about that too. Ta-da! Anybody feel me right now? So when I say, come on, y'all, dig me now, do you understand why I say dig me? Because I want you to feel me. I want you to understand and come to the understanding. Not saying you ain't, because there's so many people got a deeper understanding than me about this whole thing. I promise you they do. But they listen to me. I'm just trying to get you to walk up in this light, man, so you can go on with your life and quit tripping yourself out with your thoughts, because thoughts become things. All right, all day.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Steve Harvey Morning Show today will be dedicated to ignorance due to the ending of the elections, and it ain't nothing we can do about it anymore. So now here we go, back to what it is. We do absolute the best. Yeah. Ignorance. Shirley Strawberry.
Welcome back, ignorance. I love it.
Ignorance.
Ignorance.
Carla Farrell.
Ignorance. Good morning. Bonjour.
And here comes the ignorance. Junior. Yeah. Y'all, hey, y'all hear that Jodeci in there?
Yeah.
Do it again, Kia.
Morning up.
He is a good member.
Yeah. That was Jodeci after a hard night of drinking.
That crown. Drinking that crown.
Tommy Tom.
Ignorance, baby. We back to being stupid. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Boom, boom.
I wanna thank you so much for my damn office. Oh, I got an office. Thank you, Lord, for my office. But I want a window.
So you just got a cubicle with the door on it, but they're calling it an office.
There they go. People who not happy. There they go. There they go.
Now you want a damn window.
What's happening, man?
I don't know, man. You know, pimping ain't easy.
Come on now.
But somebody got to do it.
What's up?
Might as well be me.
I tell you.
Lord have mercy. I thank the Lord for that slogan. I really do. Y'all, sometimes you don't thank the Lord for the things for some of the right enough stuff.
For the
The
little
little
things.
thing.
Yeah. But that right there, pimping ain't easy. But somebody got to do it.
Well, you sound like you're in a good mood today.
Might as well be me. Oh, yeah, you know. No, now.
You stop watching the news? Oh, we can
Man.
turn that off.
We needed a break.
Yeah.
We need a vacation.
Oh, we can
from
turn that right off. Yeah.
Okay, I watched, over the weekend, I watched a whole season of Nightfall on Netflix. Nightfall is
You mean Snowfall?
Nightfall is a series
sad.
on, it's back in the medieval days.
Oh.
And they trying to get the grail, the cup that Jesus drank out of at the Last Supper. I didn't even know
Look
that.
at you watching a period piece.
That ain't what that's about.
Okay.
It's a whole lot of killing,
Oh, that's what you like.
trying to get the Jesus cup. Yeah, but I watched that over the weekend, you know. Binge watch that. But it made me mad because it wasn't but one season. And when the lady got killed, I'm sitting there, I said, all right, man, we finna find out who did this here. They ain't even show no more.
What? So you watched that, and then you watched the election results the other night, and now
I'm so sick of that.
now you back.
When is that season over?
It's over for me starting now. I got to start recovering. I got to get back to football.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need our team to win.
I mean, we did what we had to do. We voted.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we
All
all
you can
voted.
do.
Yeah,
All you
that's
can
what
do.
that's what you can do. Yep. All right. Well, coming up, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this at 32 after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Day 2 of jury selection in the trial of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman brought an unexpected surprise. While jurors are usually excused for their opinions or their life circumstances. A potential was excused by the judge after requesting El Chapo's autograph. Okay.
What?
You don't do that as a potential juror.
Hey, dog, cartel, dope boy. Hey, man, let me get that autograph, Jay.
Can we get a selfie?
The juror was not
I'm talking
identified.
about, boy, but you was selling some dope. You was letting it go.
Can I get a selfie? My mom loves you.
Man. Hey, dog, let me ask you something, man. Chapo, how much you think you made? Billions. Oh,
Really
man.
trying to get put off that jury, man.
Yeah. While the juror was not identified, it has been revealed that he was born in Colombia but has been living in New York for the past 20 years. Now, according to reports, Steve, the man also revealed that he liked TV crime dramas and insisted it wouldn't affect his judgment going forward.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right. But
You a
then,
fan.
I know.
TV crime drama.
But then he asked a court security officer for El Chapo's autograph. When asked by the judge, the man reportedly owned up and noted, "I'm a bit of a fan."
You put me on the jury, he free.
I'm telling you now.
I know.
My brother worked for him.
Yeah. Needless to say, I think at this point, defense attorneys wanted him to stay. Prosecutors wanted him absolutely gone. And he was ultimately excused. El Chapo is on trial in Manhattan for drug conspiracy and money laundering. Prosecutors and defense lawyers are looking to see.
Security guard.
Chapo!
How long
take
has
a picture
Chapo
of me
been
and
in
Chap?
jail?
I mean, what?
How long has he been in jail over here?
Man, it's been a while.
It's been a while. He's
Yeah,
been
it's
in for a
years.
minute.
minute, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
years. I don't know the exact number, but some years. Yeah.
Couple years. Longer than
I
that.
think so, yeah.
The hell yeah, they do all these Netflix specials.
which were outstanding TV
Loosely
shows.
based on his life.
Yeah,
husband. Man.
outstanding
That's
TV
how I
shows.
know who we talking about. I know more about him than all y'all.
I see.
I've seen all them, man.
Yeah, he was something else. Prosecutors, defense attorneys are looking to seat 12 New Yorkers who can afford to take 4 months off work and aren't afraid to sit in judgment of a man accused of ordering hits on at least 30 people who got in his way.
I'd do it if they paid me the same money.
Well, they're going
No.
to pay you $40 a day. if
$40
you're
a day.
juror.
You ain't
Yeah.
going down there for that. What is you talking about? When last time you did something for $40?
Hello? You're awfully quiet.
Have you ever been on a jury, Steve?
No, I got called one time. My answers. They called my number in the first round.
Why?
You were
Why?
excused.
You out.
Did you ask for an autograph? I know
You know, that
you
was a
did
long
that.
time ago. They would ask me all kinds of stuff. I didn't care nothing. I don't know why I'm down here. I could care less what he did. Hell.
Oh.
It was against a black dude anyway. So they said, "Are you racially biased?" I said, "What do that mean? Do you have or project any racial bias? Do you mean do I love black people? Well, do you? Yes, sir."
Without a doubt.
And then he said, "Do you feel the same way about other races?" I said, "Some of them."
Oh, yeah, you excused.
And just what I meant was, I like some of the people in each race. Because, you know, I got friends all around the globe, so I like friends. And that's what I said, and then he's going to tell me, no, how can you just not like an entire race of people? I said, that ain't what I said.
Wow, they twisted that, huh?
Oh, he said, how could you? I said, hey, man, that ain't what I said.
Mm-hmm.
You excused now. You excused.
Well, we want him excused, Your Honor.
You don't make no $40.
Number 28? Okay, cool.
You out.
Cleaning these carpets. I'm doing 5 rooms for $59.95.
That's the special.
Man, you
You
hear me?
clean it up, what?
No, I was in there by myself, man. Stupid.
Yeah.
What? Hey. Hey,
Learn how to
Beto
filter.
O'Rourke.
Learn how to filter it.
Hold up, O'Rourke.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you guys.
I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you guys.
Hard fought race in
Y'all gonna see him again too.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
You'll see him
I think
again.
he's gonna run for president.
Yep.
I think he will.
Beto O'Rourke.
You think so?
I
Yeah,
think so.
I really do.
Yeah, I think so. But Carla, you were saying his wife asked him not to. That's what they were talking about in Texas.
That's
a
what
lot.
he said before, that he wasn't running because he has very young children as well. And so he was concerned. His wife was concerned. So, but, he may change his mind after the midterm elections because he did some things a Democrat wasn't able to do in the state of Texas for senator.
Right, and he achieved national attention,
Recognition, right.
national.
It's what's
What
look,
are you gonna say?
all of these people that we were really, really pushing for.
Stacey
I don't want our viewers to get discouraged about your vote because it did. And I'm not so sure it's because we didn't go to the polls, because I really think we did. We showed up.
Yeah.
I think her numbers are and his numbers are very, very reflective of that, because it was so close.
Yeah.
The part that's troubling me about this election is how many people voted the other way. I mean, that just throws me off, man. It's like I do not understand, man. We can't put profit over people. Because the economy is better. Human rights are still more important than the economy. Because if you continue to violate human rights, you won't have an economy. Because then people that's in constant violation, they're going to raise up. I'm just disturbed with the number of people that vote the other way. And I mean with such subtlety and such aggressiveness. They get down there to vote, man.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't care if the policies are bent towards them or not. This stuff is for rich people. That tax cut y'all got was nothing.
Man, they got their hats on, their shirts on, everything. They
And
coming.
they vote early. Yeah. All right, coming up, Nephew Tommy here with Run That Prank Back, coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll do some entertainment news. But right now, it is time for the nephew to jump in here with Run That Prank Back. What you got, Neff?
Let's run it back then. Can I have your kidney? I mean, you got two. Loan me one.
Loan?
Oh, man, I get back to you. Just let me hold a kidney right quick, man.
Won't.
Loan me a
That's
kidney.
not how this works.
Loan me a kidney until I get on my feet. That's all I'm saying. Here it is.
I can loan you this Ziploc.
Get some kidney beans.
Handle your business. But what you not getting is one of these kidneys.
Kidney-shaped pool.
Can I have your kidney? Here it is.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Brother Conley.
This is Conley.
How you doing, brother? This is Deacon Patterson calling from the church. How you doing today?
Deacon Patterson?
Yeah.
Just doing fine. And yourself, sir?
I'm doing good. The church is behind you on what you're going through, and we praying for you, man. We know all about you going into surgery on Friday to get your pancreas removed. So I wanted to give you a call, man, have a word of prayer, and let you know that we all are pulling for you, and we know that the man upstairs is going to pull you through this successfully.
Well, God bless and keep you there, Deacon. God bless and keep you, because I tell you, I'm going through something here. Me and my wife, we've been talking about it, and we've been praying on it, and it sure is a wonderful thing to know that your church is with you and y'all thinking about me in prayer. I've really had to take this to the Lord. This is a serious thing with me, and I ain't never had an operation before in my life, and I know I need it. My wife done made it clear, the doctor done made it clear, and I believe I'm ready to go forward, Deacon. Was that Deacon Patterson?
Yes, that's right, Deacon Patterson. I've been in church probably about 8 months now. You pretty much been out most of the time.
Yes, sir. I have been out ill. Yes,
yeah.
I have.
So I've seen you a couple of times, but I wanted to call and put a word in for you and let you know that we're all praying for you at the church.
Praise the Lord.
Can't wait for you to get back, and we know after Friday it's going to definitely be a great success.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to give the victory to who the victory much
to the
deserves.
Lord. Yes, sir. He's the victory. He's the victory.
Yeah. Let me have a word of prayer with you, Brother Conley, if you don't mind. Just bow your head for me. Father God, we ask right now. We ask right now that you touch Brother Conley as he goes in on Friday.
Please, Lord.
Put your hands on him. We ask, Father, that you hold on to the doctor that's getting ready to go and put surgery on him.
Yes.
We ask that you make sure that the doctor has got a strong eye on that morning.
Walk with him.
We ask that he got a steady hand when he got the scalpel in his hand. We ask that you hold on to him.
Please.
as it goes into his surgery, because we know come Saturday morning, the victory going to belong to Brother Conley and the Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
We know all of this, but we ask that you take that pancreas and you remove it out successfully. Close him back up like it was never been entered in before.
Walk with me, Jesus.
That's what we ask, and we ask you, Lord, at the same time that they're removing this pancreas, Lord. We ask that you reach around his backside, and we ask that you touch his kidney, Lord. Touch his kidney and make it whole. Make it 110%. We want you to make that kidney like it's been the best kidney ever known.
Deacon. That's Deacon Patterson.
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir. No, sir. There's nothing wrong with my kidney, Deacon. I'm doing fine. The Lord has done made it. Well, He's gonna work on my pancreas. That's what the doctor's operating on. They done prepped me for it, and that's what they plan to remove. So my kidney is fine. They did what they called one of them MRIs, and everything else is fine. They ain't working on nothing but my pancreas, sir.
Right. Well, let me say, I'm glad you brought that up, because this one reason why I called you. What I want to ask you, and I know we've never met. What I was going to ask you was, and I know this is, I hate to come at you in the final hour when you're getting ready to go have surgery and all that, but if you don't mind, when they go in on Friday morning and remove that pancreas out, do you think that they could go in and get one of your kidneys? Because I need one.
Hold on just a minute, Deacon. What'd you say? What you say?
See what it is? See, I've been going through myself with a little ailment, and I'm wondering if I need a kidney, and I'm wondering if you can give me one of yours when they go in to get your pancreas. They're going to already have you open.
Did you say you wanted them to take one of my kidneys?
Yeah, and give it to me because I need one.
You need a kidney?
Yeah. What, I mean, you already going to be laying there open.
Wait a minute, mister. You need a kidney. I need help with my pancreas. You gonna call me with some like that, man? This ain't no work of the Lord. Now, you say you a deacon?
Yeah. Like I said, Deacon Patterson, my name. But see, what I'm asking you is, what harm
you ain't asking me, man.
Brother Conley, what harm is it if you already open and laying on the table?
Oh, you ain't heard a thing I said, have you? I said I'll be, man, you crazy as hell. Now, what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna need to call the pastor, because see, it's some going on here. You say you knew? You mighty knew, mister. Matter of fact, you too knew to know who you're talking to.
What I'm saying is, you have two, like you say they did the MRI.
I don't give a what I said they did, man. I got two kidneys, you got two. One of yours bad, that's your problem, mister. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to get well, and you calling with this. You say you a new deacon. You your ears, and you won't be at that church long. I tell you that, because if I ever get close to your mister, we got some reckoning to do.
What is it gonna hurt for you to give me one of them kidneys if both them kidneys is good?
It ain't gonna hurt them thing, because you ain't getting my kidney, man. It ain't gonna hurt. What is wrong with you?
Say, man, all I'm saying is if you're gonna be open and laying on the table, what is it gonna hurt for you to give me?
Oh, now you're gonna tell me I'm open and laying on the table. What kind of a prayer are you in charge of, mister? Let me tell you something. Obviously, I need to meet you before I get to the hospital, and maybe I can help take out that bad kidney of yours. I can tell you that. We can it out. You won't feel a thing. How about that? There's too many games going on in the church today. I'll be you gonna call and talk me out of one of my kidneys, man.
I'm trying to live just like you trying to.
Let the Lord take care of me, because what you talking about ain't got a thing to do with Jesus. You can kiss my and get off my phone. That's what you can do.
Can I say one more thing to you?
What?
Is you listening to me?
Man, I done listen to you, and you ain't talking about nothing. That's got nothing to do with what's going on with me, mister. You running a game? If I could get to you, I'd put lead in your do you understand
But
me?
can I just say one more thing, and then I'm going to let you go? Is you listening?
For what?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your daughter.
Oh, Lord have that girl. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Jesus.
You all right?
Please forgive me. Lord have mercy. Woo! Lord have mercy. My heart is palpitating here. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Mister.
Brother Conley, I got to ask you one more thing, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What'd you think? Classic?
Crazy.
Huh?
Crazy. And you
Yes.
gotta get your behind.
Well, I mean, I was trying to pray for the man. You know what I'm saying?
Lord, if you ain't too busy, just reach
Just
around
reach
back.
around back.
and touch that kidney.
And grab that
Hey,
kidney
hold on,
because-
dog. Ain't nothing wrong with my kidney.
It's my pancreas. All right, this going down this weekend. The
Hey,
nephew
man,
was
did you
into
just
the-
do a pancreas joke?
Huh?
What's wrong, Tommy? He just asked a
He
question.
caught me off guard. No,
Well, it was an intellect question. That's why I stopped.
November 9th and 10th this weekend, I'll be in Tunica.
What is the problem?
Hey, man, pick your energy back up and
you
sell
done
this damn
scared
date.
me, though.
Scared, Steve, now.
What is scared
Always
for?
scare him, Steve.
But it said pancreas in a joke, and I went, what did... I thought I missed something.
November 9th and 10th, Tunica, Mississippi. That's this weekend. I'm there. I'm sold out. Next weekend, laying in the cut is the Funny Bone, Richmond, Virginia, November 15th through the 17th. There is a show added on Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Tickets on sale right now.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up, entertainment news. Right after this.
He scared me.
No.
Why you do that all?
Said
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, today in entertainment news from the Steve Harvey Morning Show's You Are So Petty. Fox News host Laura Ingraham is rubbing it in Taylor Swift's face after the candidate the singer backed for the U.S. Senate lost his race in Tennessee. Laura shaded Taylor on Twitter, telling her to, hashtag shake it off after Representative Marsha Blackburn beat out former Governor Phil Bredesen to win an important Senate race for the GOP. Laura Ingraham is so petty. She's so petty. Petty Betty. That's what you are, Laura Ingraham. In other news, congrats are in order for Rick Ross. Ricky Rose recently announced the arrival of his new son on social media.
Go ahead, Rick.
Ricky followed up sharing his son's unique first name. Let's all welcome my son. You guys ready for this one?
Come on.
Billion Leonard Robert.
I like it.
With a B?
I like it.
B. Billion with a B. Billion Leonard Robert.
Yeah, I like that. I ain't mad at that. Come on, boy.
Welcome him to the world, Ricky Rose.
Yeah. Come on, Ricky Ross.
Says,
You're probably going to give him about 2-3 wing stops, too. You know, Rick Ross got some wing stops.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wasn't you trying to get a wing stop?
Yeah.
What happened to that, though?
I couldn't get the area I wanted. I'm still working on it.
Oh, you wanted
I wanted a certain location in Texas, and it was too
high
late.
traffic.
How much one of them make a year?
Ooh, you probably gonna get over 1.5.
A wing stop?
Boy.
Wing stop, yeah.
They're
I'm not
selling
lying
that
to
many
you.
wings?
They selling wings, man. I'm not lying to you.
$1 million worth of wings?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm telling you, Tommy, they
I'm
just
not
opened
lying
one
to
by
you.
my house, Steve, and boy, folks are happy.
Let me
You
get
have
one.
any idea how many wings you got to sell?
I have chickens all in my
Make
yard.
$1 million. y'all crazy.
I love Wingstop.
Yeah, so again,
Are
congratulations.
y'all crazy?
No, we're not.
I ain't said niggas, I don't know.
I'm shocked at that number, $1 million.
I don't know the money. I'm just saying I love Wingstop.
You know how many wings you got to
That's
sell?
about right, though. I mean, everybody with a Wingstop doing really good. Really good.
You want?
He don't
You gonna
believe.
get one, Steve?
I promise you I don't believe that.
All right, well, let's get back to Ricky Rose.
And
$1
and
million
Leonard.
And baby billion.
So if you got 5 wing stops,
Come on,
just
kid.
5,
Come
you
on,
making
kid.
$5 million a year. Boy, man. Y'all for real?
Why don't you buy us one so we can?
Yeah.
And buy
since you
each
don't
one of us a
believe it.
wing stop.
You know how many about a half?
Why don't you cash app us one?
Yeah. He doesn't even have Cash App. All right, so back to
No,
Ricky.
I didn't know what that was.
Right. Back to Ricky Rose. Baby Billion's arrival is
You
the
lied.
latest celebration, yes you are, to Rick Ross's family with his children's mom, Brianna Camille. And finally,
What's the boy name one more time?
Billion with a B,
Billion
Billion
Leonard.
Leonard Robert.
I ain't
on,
mad.
Leonard.
Come on, man. I ain't mad.
BLR.
Speak it into existence. Hey, this is Steve Harvey. I know you're probably just waking up, but in light of this horrific chain of events that's occurred, we have another public shooting. This is getting out of hand. Look, you know what, y'all, in light of everything that's going on, we try to keep you abreast, but the best way to do it is really to give you the facts. And here with the facts and bring us all up to speed is our very own Miss Ann.
Thank you very much, Steve, and good morning, everybody. And yes, it's happened again. There's been another mass shooting in this country, this time in a place called Thousand Oaks, California. Thousand Oaks, California, which is about 40 miles west of downtown L.A. Authorities say that a man entered a bar. That bar was having a country college night. Now, there was a lot of line dancing and stuff going on and started shooting. Here's Mayor Pro Tem Rob McCoy. Anyway, Rob McCoy says that there have been at least 13 fatalities. They were saying 11 at one point, and then they say now 13, and that includes the shooter who is unidentified at this point, but nevertheless is a fatality. And again, the man just came in the bar and started shooting during college night. Of course, people are just really out. The young people are so distraught, so frightened. They call their parents. They're on the scene. This again, this morning at California time at about 11 p.m. California time. And that's when it happened. A man unidentified at this point still enters a bar in Thousand Oaks, California, about 40 miles west of downtown L.A., starts a shooting. And in the end, at least 13 people, including the shooter and one sheriff's deputy, are dead. We'll stay on top of this for you, and we'll get back as soon as it changes, unfortunately. Again, another mass shooting. It's finally happened in the wake of the Republicans losing control of the House. Donald Trump asked for and received Attorney General Jeff Sessions' resignation yesterday and says, well, you're fired. Sessions has been on the receiving end of publicly leveled personal attacks from the president ever since he recused himself from the Mueller investigation into alleged Russian meddling in the 2016 election. As Attorney General, Sessions would have been in charge of the probe and could have limited its scope or ended it at any time. However, under the law, Sessions had to remove himself from the investigation because he actually worked in Trump's campaign. By the way, for Sessions, this is kind of a case of be careful what you wish for, because you might get it, because the former Alabama legislator was one of Trump's earliest supporters in the Congress, and he worked on his campaign. And you may remember that the late Coretta Scott King wrote a letter urging Congress back in 1986 to block Sessions' nomination to a federal judgeship because of his, quote, shabby attempt to intimidate and frighten elderly black voters. She said that guy does not deserve a federal appointment. A news conference the president had yesterday did a spin thing, saying that he had victory because Republicans picked up some seats in the Senate. He twisted things around. Of course, you know he's good at that. Insisting Democrats gaining control of the House was also good for him. Here's Nancy Pelosi.
It's not about Democrats or Republicans. It's about the United States of America. It's about the country that Ronald Reagan talked about, that he loved, the president said he loved, that we all love. We have a responsibility to our men and women in uniform, the sacrifices they and their families have made over time to keep us the land of the free and the home of the brave. And we have a major responsibility to our children and their future, because elections are all about the future.
And Pelosi says she does want to work with the Republicans on legislation. She's already told that and broached that subject with them. Ears up, Steve Harvey Nation. Find out if Uncle Steve's smarter than his nephew. We'll be back 20 minutes after the hour on the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Today, we sit here and we're in shock again as a nation, having to deal with all that's going on in our world today. And another tragic event has occurred. Unexplainable, senseless act of violence. Makes no sense, serves no purpose at all. And all we are is left to wonder how we could solve this problem. But I'll tell you one thing, we got to get involved and start figuring out the solution to this problem instead of saying something got to be done. We have got to amend the way people purchase firearms in this country. And we have got to take steps to reclaim the safety of this country. We got to do something.
Yeah. Yes. We do.
How many before we do something? Because right now, man, reacting to it ain't enough. It's too late.
Yeah.
I mean, hats off to the first responders and everything.
Oh,
I'm not talking about that type of reaction. I'm talking about what we got to keep going through before somebody passes some bills to say, hey, man, we're going to slow this way down.
Wow.
Our damn problem is the Second Amendment that needs amending. Because we America. I don't understand how we keep doing this. You know what, man? These just some troubling times. And just to be honest with you, I'm going to let Miss Ann just go into it today. These are the news facts with Miss Ann.
Thank you very much, Steve, and good morning, everybody. And yes, it's happened again. There's been another mass shooting in this country, this time in a place called Thousand Oaks, California. Thousand Oaks, California, which is about 40 miles west of downtown L.A. Authorities say that a man entered a bar. That bar was having a country college night. Now, there was a lot of line dancing and stuff going on, and started shooting. Mayor Pro Tem Rob McCoy says that there have been at least 13 fatalities. They were saying 11 at one point, and then they say now 13, and that includes the shooter who is unidentified at this point, but nevertheless is a fatality. And again, the man just came in the bar and started shooting during college night. Of course, people are just really out. The young people are so distraught, so frightened. They call their parents. They're on the scene. This again, this morning at California time at about 11 p.m. California time, and that's when it happened. A man unidentified at this point still enters a bar in Thousand Oaks, California, about 40 miles west of downtown L.A., starts a shooting, and in the end, at least 13 people, including the shooter and one sheriff's deputy, are dead. We'll stay on top of this for you, and we'll get back as soon as it changes, unfortunately. Again, another mass shooting.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, it is time for Comedy Roulette. Before we get
Yes, it is today. Let's do it.
Jay, you got a show to do, though.
All right, first, before I do Comedy Roulette, set up the rules. George Wallace and myself and Darlene McCoy, Uptown Comedy Club.
That's my girl, Darlene McCoy.
She's very clean. Very clean. She don't cuss at all.
Why is she working with y'all?
In Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know why she do the.
I have no idea.
She's on the gospel station.
I have no idea why this
Why
lady
is she in there with y'all?
I do not know why.
She must be in there testing her faith.
We're going to be at Uptown Thanksgiving weekend. Now, here we go. Comedy Roulette. Let me
She must gonna create a miracle.
She gonna pray for both of us.
You know how Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego went in that furnace. Maybe that's what she
lay hands on both
and
of us.
tape
That's
it.
what she gonna do.
All right, Jay.
All right, Comedy Roulette, very serious. Comedy Roulette, very serious. Take 4 subjects, put them on a wheel, spun the wheel. That's right, spun it. Where it stop, because we are great at doing this. We're comedians. We'll do the damn thing. Do it.
All right, here we go with the subjects. The party was off the chain. In fact, as soon as you left, blank happened.
Oh,
blank happened. All right. Number 2, when to shut up.
Okay.
Number 3, old guys who live alone.
That'd be Jay.
That would be Jay.
Number 4, we're just being nice. The preacher's wife can't sing. All right.
We can do that too.
Come on,
do that
Kat.
one too, yeah.
Spin it. Oh. Is it going to be on Jay?
Single guys who live alone.
Preacher's wife.
Yeah. Oh, number 1, the party was off the chain. In fact, as soon as you left,
oh my God.
blank happened.
Dude, this was a party. As soon as you left, the preacher's wife's wig got caught in the ceiling fan. Man, it was going round and round and round. You should have been there, dude.
They couldn't get that fan off.
They couldn't get that fan off,
Man.
She was just chasing it.
And it was on high. Oh, my God. You should have been there, man. As soon as you left.
Man, that party was off the chain, man. In fact, as soon as you left, Uncle Herman got stuck in the bathroom door. We couldn't go to the restroom none the rest of that night. Man, he's blocked. Somebody pushed me. No.
Oh, man, the party was off the chain. And let me tell you something. As soon as you left, dog, somebody wasted all the whiskey on the floor. We mopped it up and wrung it out in the pitcher. Man, let me tell you something. Whiskey mop water is the coldest thing I have ever had. Boy, you talking about you missed something. I'm trying to tell you. Whiskey mop water. Lord have mercy.
Nasty.
Boy, you think that was good?
Huh?
Let me tell you, this party was off the chain. This party was soon as you left. I'm talking about it wasn't 5 minutes after you walked out the door. Keisha started stripping on top of the washing machine. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. Cut that spin cycle on and was stripping. Boy, girl came in there, boy.
Come on, Jay. 1 minute.
Man, that was a party. As soon as you left, they had a wheelchair race, right? They went out in the street, and both of them got hit by an ice cream truck. Man, you should have seen
Hey,
what?
Hey, this party was something to change. Matter of fact, as soon as you left, Sister Warren front tooth shot at Herman Drake. Man, and he took a sip. Now we just wait on him to go to the bathroom.
Boy, let me tell you something. The party was so out to say. As soon as you left, man, everybody got hungry. I don't know what made. Butchie got the fish out the aquarium and fried it. The tiger fish, 2 Oscars, and an algae eater. I ain't lying to you. That algae eater was good.
Little hot sauce. All right, close it out, Steve Harvey.
Boy, that party last night, bro, right after you left, Uncle Tate came in and had a one-woman wet T-shirt contest with Sheila Neal.
We gotta go.
I thought I just pulled it right on her, man. I said, I'll be there.
Prank phone call coming up right after this. You guys are crazy.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, my ex-husband is now my kid's uncle. Wow, think about it. Think about it.
Dog.
Yeah. Right now, the nephew is here with his sexy self in his head, right? He has today's prank phone call.
Neff,
Yes, sir.
come on, another one of these ignorant pranks.
I got it for you.
I can't stand the level of stupidity you go to.
But that's a high level. What you want me a low level of stupid? Does that make any sense to be low stupid?
I'm so sick
Deborah
of you in
K.
my head.
Shut up, Jay. Deborah K. The name of the prank is Deborah K.
Who is Deborah K?
Deborah K.
Like Mary Kay?
Deborah K.
Deborah K. Okay.
Deborah K. Say it. Deborah K.
Okay.
All right, Deborah K. Run it, cat.
Who's Deborah K?
Don't worry about it. You're going to hear who Deborah K is. Deborah K.
Hello?
May I speak to
This
Let me tell you something to you. My name is Wayne. You did my auntie's hair yesterday, and now I don't know what you did. I don't know what kind of glue you'd use with weaves or whatever, but my auntie hair done fell out in church today.
well, I don't even use glue, because I don't even know why you coming at me on the side tip anyway about your auntie.
My
Who
auntie
the is your auntie?
My auntie is Deborah, and her hair
I
fell
don't
out.
even know no Deborah. I don't do no Deborah hair. You talking about I use glue? I don't use glue. I've been sewing her hair since 1982. You coming at me with some glue? I don't do no glue.
Who you think you tripping with? Look, let me tell you.
You coming at me on some side? Tell me I did some Deborah. I don't even know no Deborah.
Look, let me say this to you. All I'm saying is.
You gotta say what you gotta say, because I'm serious about my hair weave. You coming at me with some glue? It's too hot for some glue. That be done melted on the side of your head.
Well, that's what happened, and her hair fell off in service, and all the church members is sitting there laughing at her.
Well, she shouldn't have been. Maybe she trying to get the devil out of her, because she ain't had no business shouting that damn hard anyway. But I don't with no glue.
You ain't finna sit here and talk about my auntie and her Jesus. Don't you talk about how she shout.
Auntie, I don't even know this lady. I don't even know that. You talking about glue? I don't do glue.
They call her Miss Deborah.
I don't know no Miss Deborah.
She just got her hair done from you yesterday. How you gonna sit here and act like you ain't cut it? Yesterday.
God, you just said glue. Tell Deborah to call me. Tell her to be a real woman and call me and tell me the mistake I done made. Because I don't remember no Deborah and I ain't used no glue.
I'm finna tell everybody in Atlanta, Georgia not to come to your house.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. You wait 1 minute. That's my livelihood you with. Now, I don't need you. Who is this? Who are you?
My name is Wayne.
Well, I don't know no Wayne. Look here, Wayne.
I know you don't know Wayne, but you know.
I'm tell you, I got a brother named Big J and Leroy. Bring your Wayne. Bring your Wayne.
Look, let me tell you something. I don't want no problem, but I will throw these hands if I got to.
What? Big J number throw them hands on. Look here. I ain't got time to tell your auntie whoever made the mistake, it wasn't me. Now look, you done got me out here on Good Sunday. I just came from church. It's hot as hell, and you telling me about some glue? You ain't got to do today, do you? You ain't got nothing to do.
I got to find out why my auntie hair falling out in church.
Well, it ain't me, so call somebody else in Atlanta. Because, hey, I am the been
Well, you must not be it right now if you got people hair falling out in church and glue falling all off on the pews.
Don't say, Annie probably glued her own and that's probably why it fell out. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm the hottest stylist in Atlanta. So I don't know who Deborah. She ain't nobody. I ain't do her hair. I don't up hair. You can call any and everybody in Atlanta. They'll tell you the same thing.
Look, all I'm saying is you done messed up my Annie hair. I want to get it rectified. I need you, first of all, to call and apologize to her.
Apologize? Have you got a low show? You been drinking on some Jesus juice with your Annie. That's why her hair fell out. You and Michael Jackson and your Annie Deborah Cece or whatever her name is.
Look, let me tell you. First of all, you gonna respect my Annie.
Okay, whatever you say her name is, I with her.
I want you to redo my Annie hair for free and give her money back from the first time she paid you.
I don't know who this. Hold on. I don't know who this. I don't know who you are.
I'm Wayne.
Why you coming? Wayne, look here, Wayne. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hang up in your face.
No,
Wayne.
hold up. I'm Deborah nephew Wayne. Nah, my ain't 52 years old. Now, if you ain't gonna respect your elders, how you expect to be blessed? You say you just went to church this morning.
See, that's the problem. You calling me on Sunday with some got me cussing like this. See, now I gotta go back inside and have a conference with my pastor behind some.
I got one more thing I need to say to you before I get off the phone.
What say what you gotta say? Cause you wasting my minutes.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked from your girlfriend.
Oh, I was about to have my brothers come whoop your That got me. That got me. Nephew Tommy.
What's up, man? Your girl told me, she said, trust me, going off the first 12 seconds.
She know. She know what it is, Nephew Tommy. Tommy.
Hey, baby, let me ask you. You don't do no glue?
No, I don't no glue. I don't. Hey, I tell you, I don't with no glue. It's too hot.
It's too hot for glue.
Too hot for the glue.
All right, baby. Ain't nobody half fell out of church tonight. They say you the bomb down there, so I just wanted to call and make sure I prank my girl. She the one.
Oh, I'm a up on sight. On sight.
All right, baby, answer one thing for me. What is the baddest, the baddest radio show in the world?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
That was Deborah K.
Oh, that was Deborah K.
Now you know who Deborah K is. Oh, you know glue. Okay. All right, this weekend I'm in Tunica. It's sold out.
Okay.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Fitz Tunica Casino and Hotel. The nephew is there Friday and Saturday night. And then Richmond, Virginia. I added a show. I added Saturday night for you guys. I added a 4:30 show. That's for you folks that want to get in, see a show. And then, by 6:30 you gone and you can make it to church Sunday morning.
Okay.
That's for them. For them. So Richmond, Virginia 4:30 show has been added. And moving on, Grand Rapids, Michigan is Black Friday. That's November 23rd. So I'll be at Devo's Performance Hall.
Devo's.
All right, that's my November run. My December run is going to be Detroit, Columbus, Georgia, and I'm going to save the best one. I'm going to wait on that one.
Oh, really?
Tease y'all with it. But New Year's Eve, I'm going to hit y'all with one. It's cold.
Oh, you're working New Year's Eve?
I'm working New Year's Eve.
Okay.
I'm working New Year's Eve. I'm going to hit y'all with that later, though. All right?
All right, you
Okay,
getting it done.
yeah.
I'm getting it in.
You're selling out, though. That's a good thing.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Won't he do it?
Won't he will.
All right, then. Mm-hmm. And then sooner or later, I'm going to get these two boys,
Willie won't, sure.
Oh.
Oh, Willie won't.
Willie won't, and then won't he will.
Why you just come in and correct straight for the Lord, though?
It's won't he do it.
Willie won't.
Willie won't, and won't he will.
Willie won't do what?
Willie won't
That's
and
what
won't
it
he will.
sounds
I thought he
It
said
sounds
Willie.
like
Willie won't. Willie
Some
won't.
guy named Willie.
Willie won't come to work.
Willie
won't
what?
Will he learn how to say his W's, please?
Willie want to ride. That's what Willie want.
We're going to pop a Willie.
Willie won't come.
Wheelie.
Could you ride a Willie when you was young?
Hey, boy, hell yeah.
All the way down the street?
Walk, they just say, can you walk the block?
I
Yeah,
couldn't
I can walk
do it.
the
I
block.
could go maybe about
Yo.
10 yards. That's about
man,
it.
I walk
scared.
the block.
I couldn't do it.
I come by your house on one wheel, say hi. Keep going.
You should have all kinds of women, Junior. doing all this stuff.
Shirley, they don't go for that. They're just for the fellas. You got to outdo your fellas.
Willie don't get it no more.
You know what I'm saying? I see Willie outside. I ride by my bike because he did it to me yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on one wheel. What's up, Willie?
Really not impressed by Willie.
The ladies, I thought the ladies liked that.
All right, girls in the neighborhood didn't like us.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Up next, it's the strawberry letter for today. The subject, my ex-husband is now my kid's uncle.
I bet that.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time, guys, for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. Tell him Steve Harvey.
Same thing she just said.
And we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one. And boy, this is something else right here, let me tell you.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, my husband is now my kid's uncle. Dear yeah. One more time. My husband is now my kid's uncle. All right, dear Steve and Shirley, I have a problem and I've been praying over it for years, but I can't seem to get over it. I married a man when I was 26 years old and he was 41 years old. We had a great married life, a nice big home, and 3 lovely children. I thought our fairy tale would never end, but it did. We were married for 8 years, and on his birthday, he asked me for a divorce and served me papers. I was shocked that he already had the papers drawn up. 6 months after our divorce was final, my sister gave birth to a healthy, beautiful baby girl. When I saw the baby, I noticed that the baby had the same birthmark on her foot that all 3 of my children do. 2 months later, my sister married my ex-husband.
God.
At the wedding, only 2 of our family members attended. My mother didn't even go.
Hold on. Wait. What?
Okay, Okay, where do you want me to start? 2 months
Probably
later.
the beginning.
I know. This is crazy, Steve. This is so crazy. All right, I'll start here. We were married. We were married for 8 years, and on his birthday, he asked me for a divorce and served me papers. I was shocked that he already had the papers drawn up. 6 months after our divorce was final, my sister gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. When I saw the baby, I noticed that the baby had the same birthmark on her foot that all 3 of my children do. 2 months later, my sister married my ex-husband.
God.
At the wedding, only 2 of our family members attended. My mother didn't even go. It has now been 5 years, and I've heard my sister has had 3 more kids. I haven't seen my ex-husband or my sister in many years, but my children have. Oh, and yes, I have driven by her house several times, only to see that my ex-husband has built her a huge new house. I guess she's happy now that she has everything I had. Why can't I get over this? Why do I feel like the minute I see my sister, I'm going to punch her in her face? Why am I so hurt that my children's father is also my children's uncle? I just don't know how to get past this. Please help me. Woo. Yeah, this right here is a hot stinking mess. Okay, I just have to tell you, you're not wrong in how you feel. You're not wrong at all. Anyone who has gone through what you've gone through would feel the exact same way in your position. Your emotions are real, they are valid, your ex-husband is vile, and so is your sister. Imagine being married to someone for 8 years only to get a divorce paper at his birthday, at his birthday party. Of course you're shocked. Of course, you know, they've been doing this behind your back all this time. 6 months after your divorce is final, then your sister gives birth to a beautiful baby girl. Who does this to their sister, their own blood? She stole your husband sleeping with her behind your back. This is awful. At the wedding, I understand if only 2 of your family members attended. Your mother didn't even go. So your kids, let's get this straight. Your kids are their cousins, their aunts, uncles, and aunts. This is craziness.
It's not a good reunion.
Yeah, this is not a good family reunion at all. Yeah, I probably would have driven by her house several times too. It's hard to get over something like this. I mean, I'm surprised that you even had the strength to write the letter, and it's a great letter. I'm sorry you had to go through this. This is awful. Who does this to their sister, to their wife? This is craziness. You're hurt because they hurt you, and you're hurt because of that. They hurt you. This is terrible. You don't know how to get past it. I don't know how either. I don't know how I would. And I'm all about love and forgiveness and all of this. But this right here would be a real hard one to forgive, to get past.
Just to beat down.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is just vile and crazy and ugly. Steve? Ugh.
All right. I'm 61 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I have been around a long time. I've seen a lot of things. I've heard a lot of things. This is a first.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to just start with the end of the letter. I don't know how to get past this. Please help me. Somebody need to get their ass whooped.
Amen.
I don't even know how to. That's the only way I could see me coming through this.
That's it.
Yeah, this really the only way I see me.
It's got to happen.
Coming through this at all. I mean, for me to even begin the healing process,
thank you.
I'm gonna have to make several attempts to get at both y'all, the sister and the ex. He got all this house building money where he can build everybody big houses. I would have been shut that down.
What would you have done, Steve?
Oh, reported him on Facebook. I'd have destroyed him on social media. Very similar to what I'm just doing.
Hey, boy.
Man.
Okay, this is not about you.
I tried to turn. I
you.
turned away off the mic.
Okay,
I don't know what I did.
but we heard you though. We still heard you.
Because
Yeah,
it's a mic.
yeah. A multi-directional mic.
This-
at that.
Lady, you was married to this man when you was 26. He was 41. You had a great married life, big house, 3 kids. Thought the fairy tale when they married 8 years. On his birthday, he asked you for a divorce, serve you papers. He already had the papers drawn up. 6 months after the divorce was final, your sister gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. You saw the baby. The baby got the same damn birthmark on her foot that all 3 of your kids had. I'd have started with the baby.
Oh, Steve, not the baby.
Steve, look
Baby
at his foot.
The baby has
How did
nothing
baby
to do.
get this foot?
Steve, calm
I'm
it
sorry.
down.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. I'm telling you, somebody, I got to start paying. I'll deal with the rest of them when I come back. I don't know how to.
All right, Steve. Well, okay, we're going to give you a moment to calm down, okay? Because this is a crazy letter, and what do you do, okay? We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 after the hour. My ex-husband is now my kid's uncle is the subject. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's
All right, I ain't
strawberry
recapping
letter.
nothing. I'm just going into this. 26 years old, married the man. He 41, had a great married life, big house, 3 beautiful kids. Thought the fairy tale would never end, but it did. Married for 8 years. On his birthday, he asked me for a divorce and served me papers. You know why he did it on the birthday? Because he was spending the birthday with your sister. Now, I can't be over here and there at the same time. How can I not be over here? I got it. Draw up these damn divorce papers. That stop all the party atmosphere over here. I can go over here and have his birthday with your sister. I was shocked he already had the papers drawn up. 6 months later, after our divorce was final, my sister gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. When I saw the baby girl, the baby had the same birthmark on her foot that all 3 of my children do. Now, see, right here, I starts hurting people.
Right there.
Right there.
Right here. Now, let's just say this right here. When I look down and I see the same birthmark on this beautiful baby girl that's on all of your children, somebody got to pay with their foot.
Okay.
Now, it can't be the baby.
I'm with him now.
So, like right here, I'm going to start with, I need a foot from somebody.
There you go. Thank you, boss, man.
Either my sister or my damn husband. But somebody finna give up a foot, because I got to start hurting people immediately.
Yeah.
I noticed 2 months later, my sister married my ex-husband. 2 months after the baby was born.
Yeah.
At the wedding, 2 of our family members attended. Would have been 3.
You'd have went.
I'd had to go. Because I got to start hurting some people.
Gotta get some feet.
At the wedding. I'm going to be in the balcony somewhere with something that shoot. Might not be a gun, but it's going to be like a slingshot, a pellet rifle, something. At the wedding, only 2 of my family members attended. Okay, which 2 was them? Because our ass ain't speaking no more. I need the name of the 2 people that took their butt to this wedding, because me and you is through.
Yeah.
Wow.
My mother didn't even go because she knew. Go down there if you want to, mama. It's now been 5 years. And I heard my sister has had 3 more kids.
That's so hurtful.
I tell you what, they better not have that on their feet.
That birthmark.
I know it better not be 3 more people with some birthmarks. Because now it's going to be 3 more people in some trouble. Everybody with birthmark on the foot, I takes another foot. So that's 4 kids, right? 3 more and 4. So now my sister and my ex-husband ain't neither one of them got no more feet.
Oh, man.
Would you stop?
Man.
I haven't seen my ex-husband or my sister in many years. That's impossible.
What do you mean?
How we ain't seen each other? You know how many attempts I would have made on their life?
Yeah.
Yes.
How the hell I'm going to try to kill you and I ain't seen you? You can't get a shot off if you ain't seen nobody. So right there, I haven't seen my ex-husband, but my children. So the children been going over there visiting.
Because that's their daddy, Steve. That's their daddy.
Huh?
That's out too, though.
So they've been over there visiting their daddy.
Uncle. Yeah.
Who's married to your aunt.
Right.
Who really is your uncle.
Right. And your daddy.
And your daddy.
Right.
So what, Uncle Daddy?
Uncle Daddy.
Or Daddy Uncle.
Uncle Daddy.
Uncle Daddy.
Oh, yes. I've driven by her house several times. Drive by. Now we talking.
Oh, you're with that.
See, I've driven by. You ain't had nothing hanging out the window?
Yeah. Let's do it.
You ain't had nothing. You ain't had a grenade in your hand.
Grenade?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
What's that bottle
you ain't
you
have
like?
an assault rifle. You know, hell, they keep talking about the Second Amendment. You're right. You ain't have an assault rifle.
Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, the cocktail where you light the bottle and throw it.
Only to see that my ex-husband has built her a huge new house. With what? No, I got all that. I got all that money. I'm child support, alimony.
Yeah.
I guess she's happy now that she has everything I had. How you ain't got it no more? How he leave you with the baby? You ain't got no house, no money, no child support, no alimony. If you'd have told this story in any court of law, he'd still be paying you.
Yeah.
Why can't I get over this? Because you ain't hurt nobody.
That's the problem.
That's
Violence.
the whole damn problem. Why do I feel like the moment I see my sister, I'm going to punch her in her face? Because that's what you going to do.
Yes.
And after you punch her in her damn face, you can start healing.
She can live again.
Because look, then you can ask the Lord to forgive you.
Yeah.
See, you can start. I just don't know how to get past this. I'm so hurt that my children's father is also my children's uncle. I just don't know. You got to pray about this for real, lady.
Seriously.
and do not hurt nobody because it ain't worth it.
You're right, Steve. That part is true. You're right.
Court. Take him to court, sue him for everything he got.
Whoop his ass.
You should have a big house. Hell, he gonna come with.
This is
Who is your
terrible.
stank sister, though?
This is
Your sister stank.
Yes, she really is. All right, we got to go. As stank as this letter is, we got to get out of it. Email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Now, coming up in about 10 minutes, our girl from the talk will be here, Sheryl Underwood, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Sheryl Underwood.
That's what I'm talking about, Steve Harvey. Let me tell you something. I know I sound so nice. I had to do it twice. Had to come on back. Why? Because I need more money. Why? I need more money. And Jay Brown, I hear you breathing over there.
I know we can do it. We can do this. We can do this.
What we need to, I hear they rebooting Sanford and Son.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up one, then you come up one. Right
okay,
up top,
what you think? What you got? What you got?
The first one we could do, I know we could do.
What's that?
Miami Vice.
Yes. Now which one of us?
Who was Tubbs?
And Cracky. Well, no, that's you, Tommy. You the one with the outfit. You got you the one with the outfit. Boy, listen to me. Anybody wear pastel with no socks in their shoes, that's Tommy all day long.
Be careful.
That's me. Pick another shoe.
Wait a minute, which one of us gonna be the alligator? Because if I don't lotion my legs, Cheryl, alligator, Elvis.
I have asked you, Cheryl.
Cheryl, we'll have a special appearance by George Wallace's mama as the alligator.
Y'all got me want to see what his mama look like.
Listen to me, man. If I don't lotion my legs.
So no, it's alligator.
God, dog.
Remember that song by Cameo, Alligator Woman? That was about me all day long. Alligator Woman. That was about me. That's it. Go ahead, Carla. That's old school music right there. Wait a minute, what else we gonna remake? Look, we can't remake Love Boat, because black people in water and boats. No, that ain't.
We could do Cooley High though.
Ooh,
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yes. Wait a minute, I want to play one of them dudes that took the car.
Oh, Stone and Robert.
Stone and Robert. Yeah, man. That's me all day long. Oh, I know what I want to be in. Penitentiary.
Oh, yeah.
I'm either going to play half dead, do dirty, or high-fi white. I got high-fi white.
I got it, Cheryl. I got it.
What you got?
Uptown Saturday Night. Come on, Cheryl.
Who we going to play?
Oh, I'm Calvin Lockhart.
Oh, is that black enough for you? Then that means you got to make Cotton Come to Harlem. You got to make every movie. Then you got to remake Coming to America where you can bring the bride up. Remember, he was in Coming to America.
But you gonna play
I'm Sidney Poitier. Anybody want to be Bill Cole?
Nope.
No. Wait a minute. Which one had Geechee Dan in it?
Geechee Dan was Uptown Saturday Night.
Oh, I want to be Geechee Dan because that's Harry Belafonte.
That's Belafonte.
Okay. Or wait a minute. What was the other one that had Kansas City Mac?
Yeah, that's John Amos.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was before he was James Evans. He Kansas City Mac. That's best movie in the world. That's best. You know what I think we should do?
Well, Junior gonna be Jimmy Walker. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Farnsworth?
He was fighting Bentley Farnsworth.
Yeah, remember they hypnotized him. And then the other one was the one where they lost a lottery ticket in the robbery at Zenobia's.
That Madam.
Yeah, I remember that.
With Shirley Strawberries.
Yes,
tell me if I'm wrong.
Still Uptown
I
Saturday.
heard that was based on a real robbery at 71st and Halsted.
Really?
The 50-yard line. The
Yeah, it
50-yard
was.
line. Is it right, Steve?
It
Say
was, yeah, definitely.
And they made everybody get
take their
naked.
clothes. Sure did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Best party I ever went to.
Some people.
You were
TV
there.
show. Wait, let's ask Steve, Cheryl. What TV show would you like to reboot, Steve?
With this cash we got here,
Yes, Lord.
probably had to do Good Times.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, man.
I want to be Ned the Wino if you do that.
You gonna be two people.
She gonna be who?
Ned
She
the
gonna be two
Wino.
people.
Because I drink the
She gonna
wine.
be
I
Florida,
got Bookman
Ned
on
the
the lock, so
Wino.
I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, you Bookman.
I'll be Michael.
Tommy. No, Tommy Michael.
I'm Michael.
Yeah. Shut up.
Why I'm Michael?
Yeah, you Michael.
Because you little.
I want to be the one that was dating Thelma.
No, you ain't. What?
The
what?
basketball player.
Oh, man,
What?
please.
That tall
The
ass
football
dude.
player, Keith.
I'm Keith.
You talking about Keith?
Yeah.
No, you Michael.
You don't want to be the basketball player,
Who,
Tommy.
who JJ?
Junior.
I ain't got to be that tall. Oh,
No,
man.
not in the reboot. No,
No, not in the
Say,
reboot.
say Dynamite, Junior.
Dynamite.
That's
That's
what
it.
I pretty good.
That's it. You
Hey,
man.
I want to be the alderman that they hated. Remember the
Alderman Davis.
Let me ask you something, Cheryl. Are you going to play any female part?
No.
Shirley gonna be Walona.
There you go, sharp dressing.
That's right, honey.
Sharp dressing. Had a job living in the projects. That's
Okay.
how you do it right
Now
there.
we got a problem booking Thelma.
Okay.
Okay.
Carla can be Thelma's.
Carla
Yeah,
Shirley.
Carla can be Thelma's.
Now, Mississippi Monica can be Penny.
Yeah. Hey, and she gonna get
Thelma
burnt with
didn't
that
have
iron.
the
She
kind
gonna
of
get burnt
mouth
with the
Carla
iron.
got. I vote no for Carla with this Thelma.
Oh.
You voted no? Why?
Yeah, you won't even be able to talk to this Thelma.
Oh, this was
You got the wrong
be in a
attitude
fight.
for Thelma.
Without it being a fight.
Yeah, all I hear cutting tires and breaking windows.
Allegedly.
I know who I could be. I remember Helen Martin played this old lady that
yeah.
didn't have her rent money, and they had a rent party for her. And remember, she had made something, and they were supposed to be roaches in her food that she had made.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Do you remember that
remember that
episode?
I'm gonna be the director, the old white man Norman Lear.
Oh, and get all the checks. That's about you, Steve Harvey.
And I
Steve,
tell
you
you,
should
but
be
Cheryl,
Jay.
I'm gonna let you make a lot of money because you're gonna be Woodrow the wino.
Yes, Lord. Yes, right.
You gonna be Florida,
Yes, that's good.
and on some days James.
That's it. hey, Steve.
The kitchen and the bedroom,
Steve,
Florida.
Steve,
Yeah.
I got the hairline for it. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Oh, my gosh. Underwood, you killing me.
Y'all ignorant. Y'all
Checks
ignorant.
on checks on checks. Checks.
This ain't gonna make it through the
Hey,
first
but-
season.
but
None of
let's-
it.
Hey, and when they
we don't
remake
have a Thelma.
Sanford and Son, I'm gonna be Grady. Now I'm gonna kill that. I gotta wear contact lenses, but I'm gonna be Whitman Mayo all day long.
Good goobly goop.
Good googly.
All right, Cheryl, thank you.
All right, I'll holler at y'all.
All right, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Tommy. Introduce our girl with you know what.
You ready?
To do that thing.
Y'all
you know.
ready?
Yeah.
It's that time, baby.
Yeah, let's
Buckle up.
go.
She is here. Carla's reality update.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, nephew. Wow. Well, gang,
What?
check it out. Real Housewives of Atlanta. They are
ATL, baby.
back.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yeah, they are
What's
back. And
No
so,
Sheree and no Kenya, right?
No
Carla?
Right,
Sheree.
Kenya. We have to say congratulations to Kenya. Her and her
Yes,
husband Mark. She
baby.
recently delivered their baby girl Brooklyn. So congratulations to Kenya, first
So
time
happy.
mommy.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm broke
So,
up about
and-
Sheree not being there. I really
You feeling some type of way?
No, we all
We
feeling
all-
some kind of
all
way.
three of us.
Yes.
love
This-
her.
Yeah.
Men love Sheree.
Oh, I'm Team
Yeah,
Sheree.
That sounds
really
like
sweet.
the perfume she should
Hey, I'm
have.
gonna make a T-shirt. Team Sheree all the way.
And she got a chateau too. What?
Yes, Chateau Sheree.
Okay.
She should have a shirt or perfume that says "Men Love Sheree."
Yeah, because you guys honestly do. I mean, women
No,
love
for
her
real.
too. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
lo- I
Men
really
are so
liked her,
vocal
yeah.
about
Yeah,
their love
yeah.
about.
I'm not
for
gonna say I
That's
Sheree.
not something you hide.
I mean, I'm not gonna ask her, but if she wants to date, I
Yeah.
mean, I
Loving
ain't
Sheree is
saying-
not something you hide.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I'm not
I get
saying.
it.
Yeah,
I'm talking about fun meds type of love. You know what I mean?
What
What?
you mean?
What?
What you mean, Jay?
Fun meds. When you go down to the clinic and get those fun meds, the
Oh.
medication, the meds.
Oh.
Fun meds.
Fun
Love.
meds. Okay. Well, give me 2 of those and I'll raise you 4.
All right,
come
so
on,
as I
Carla.
said, Real Housewives of Atlanta, we are back. Cynthia, Portia, Nene, Eva, Candy, the list goes
Yeah.
on, and we get to meet a new housewife, Mrs. DeVoe. We haven't met her yet, but
DeVoe's
we will meet
wife.
the new housewife. So anyway,
New edition, mama.
That's Ronnie DeVoe.
Ronnie
right?
DeVoe's
Yeah.
wife.
Poison.
Mother
Yes.
of twins.
Poison.
Yeah.
Okay, Ronnie.
Yeah, so the first thing is some sad news. Nene and her husband Greg Leaks has stage 3 colon cancer.
Oh man.
So
no.
it's just really, really sad. But Nene is gathering friends and family around
Love
Greg
Greg.
and supporting him. And the ladies on the show are supporting Nene as Greg, battles
tough.
cancer. It's such a horrible, terrible disease. And, Greg had to have part of his colon removed. I mean, he is really, really sick. So our prayers and, just as a viewer, watching Greg over the years to see him down like that. But Nene is right there supporting her husband, and so are his sons. And it's, we just, have to prayer of healing for him and keep Greg in your prayers. Other news, Portia's dating this guy. He's an Atlanta entrepreneur. He's on the gram with the relationship on the show. His name is Dennis.
Dennis Edwards?
From the Temptations?
No. He's gone.
Well.
Well.
Not him.
Medea, come with you.
You guys are idiots.
What you need is a love.
Complete idiots.
Someone to take over.
They just want to say
Oh, you can't pass up a good Dennis
Don't
Edwards
look
song.
any further. Home, boy.
She dating Dennis Edwards.
hate
It
all
was
of
the
you.
3rd of September.
And they all always remember.
Cloud 9.
I'm sorry, Portia. We just sorry.
Portia, we playing.
We just playing.
We
girl.
playing,
don't mean
Portia. We
nothing.
love you, baby.
We love you.
Yeah.
We happy for
What's
you.
up, Dennis?
Edwards.
There he is again.
Oh, you just can't say Dennis. You got to give a name. We gonna think it's Dennis Edwards.
What you need is a lover.
Someone to take over.
We sorry, Carla.
girl.
We sorry.
Carla, go on,
Complete
girl.
idiot. So Portia's doing her thing, and they all went to Miami to surprise Nene, to support Nene and her comedy show. So the girls are headed there to surprise her and support her because, she's going through a really tough
That's
time.
good for
Cynthia
Nene.
Bailey has a new boo, and his name is
Liked her too.
Mike Hill.
Mike Hill. He's a sports analyst. He works for Fox Sports. And Cynthia said on the show that Steve Harvey hooked her up with her new boo. So that was
lying.
cool. Shout out, Steve. That was real, real cool. So Cynthia has a new man. Portia has a new man. And, they haven't revealed this on the show, but we all know Portia is expecting and she's pregnant. So we'll keep an eye out on that. And Candy Burris, did you see... She won a big award with her group, the R&B group from the 90s.
What did she
Escape.
win?
Well, they won this big,
talking
ASCAP award. and-
What one did she win?
She doesn't talk like that. Stop it.
You need to stop.
That's our girl, Candy.
We love Candy. But
Yeah.
did you see when Riley
Girl.
gave shade to Candy
Yes.
when her and her husband, they were all talking about growing the family and having another baby. Riley was not trying to hear that.
Yeah.
But Portia and Candy, all of them were talking. But Candy recently said in Us Weekly that she may get a surrogate. So she may still grow her family because she's in her 40s. So I don't think she wants to carry the baby, but she is looking to the possibility of surrogacy. So we'll keep an eye on that. And did you guys get a chance to see Married to Medicine, though? Married
happened?
to Medicine.
I've seen that. My wife watched that.
No.
I love the show. Love the show with the doctors and their wives. And some of the doctors on the show, they are female physicians and their husbands. So quickly, they went on an anniversary trip, Toya and her husband, Dr. Eugene, and they went to Antigua. Things got a little heated. Quad was trying to explain what was going on with her divorce from her husband, Dr. Greg. And Heavenly is very protective of Quad, and her and Mariah, they got into it. And child, did you see when Mariah broke the glass on the side of the table like she was about to shank Heavenly? I said,
And these
on the
doctors?
island?
Shanking is a penitentiary move. You know this
Ooh,
stuff.
it ain't nothing like a dollar. Ain't nothing like a doctor who can make a shank.
I'm telling you, well,
Yeah,
she's
that
the
was
doctor's
pretty
wife.
ugly, Carla. That was pretty ugly.
That was pretty ugly.
They
I
fighting
said,
on the
okay,
island?
Mariah. Yeah, she's about that life. All right, so hit me up on Lips by Carla right now. We can talk about it. And when we come back at 20 after, we're going to talk about Ready to Love with Nephew.
Who's on?
20
Who's
after.
on?
Don't look any further. Shut up.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, part 2, oh my goodness, of Carla's reality update. Carla, you talked about Real Housewives of Atlanta. You talked about Married to Medicine.
Check.
Right, but we didn't talk about Ready to Love with the nephew.
Yes, Ready to Love.
Uh-huh.
It's a new
Who's on,
dating.
who's off?
Yeah, it's a new dating series hosted by our very own Nephew Tommy.
Woo!
It comes on Saturday nights on the OWN network, 10 p.m., 9 Central. So, Nephew, when we last left off, okay, so who got eliminated with the
let
ladies?
me bring y'all up to speed. So now,
It's good.
Okay, update us.
You know, we started out with 8 guys.
Yes.
12 ladies. So
Yes.
now we're down to 3 guys.
Yeah.
All right, and they have to now start dwindling down the ladies.
Okay.
Eliminated them.
Eliminated them, right? So this past week, I sent them on an assignment. Okay, this is what you got to do. 3 of y'all are going to go out on a date. 2 of y'all are going to let 2 of these ladies go. Let me tell you,
hard.
they can't handle it.
Yeah, that's
They
hard.
can't handle it. And then one of them gets to tell one of the ladies that you get to stay. You're at the bottom of the totem pole, but you get to stay. Man,
Who
let me
didn't
tell you.
let go?
Yeah, you know what it is? Because I remember what you said about me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be so mad, Junior.
Oh, man.
Ooh, so
Yeah, men ain't good at dumping. They're good at being dumped.
Yeah.
Good
They're
point,
experts
Jay.
at that. Rejection.
Yeah.
Experts. Yeah.
So we have let 2 ladies go, Dr. Lexi and a young
Dr. Pepper was on the show?
No, Dr. Lexi, not Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Phil didn't make it?
You had Dr. Dre on the show?
Female.
Oh.
Dr. Lexi and a young lady named Christine. 2 beautiful ladies.
Oh,
2 beautiful ladies. Love them to death. They got let go. But this is, that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
This is elimination, man.
Yeah,
So,
but Tommy, but ask, how did Dr. Oz get involved?
it ain't Dr. Oz. It's Dr. Lexi. Okay.
But Tommy, let me say this. You know what I love about Ready to Love? You can't predict what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You
You
think
just-
you know who's going to get eliminated. Because I thought I knew with the fellas, for
Yeah,
sure.
I thought the pastor had a play.
And I love the pastor.
Yeah, I thought he had
Yeah.
a play. I didn't think they were
Yeah.
going to
And
eliminate
I told them girls, y'all going to hell for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Y'all going to hell for this.
Y'all need to pray.
But it gets better and better because we keep dwindling it down and dwindling it down. And I promise you, every week you're going to be looking like, I had no idea they was going to
Right,
get
that's
together.
how I feel
They got
now.
together.
Woo.
Man, it's going to be good, man, when Dr. Linda McCoy come out.
It's Dr. Lexi, boy. And
You
check this
said
out.
the doctor from Gunsmoke is on there? How do you...
Check this out. So in the future, you know, I send these guys on dates where you're not only out with the young lady, you're out with her best friend.
Oh, so you really get to
You
know
out
her.
with their mom if
Yeah,
they have
yeah,
a
yeah,
parent.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
They get to know each other.
Or
Yeah.
children. You get to meet everything.
Yeah, I like what the things you put in the show. You know, it's
man.
different from all the other dating
It's
shows.
a lot of
I
different
like that.
stuff
yeah.
on there. Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
life.
You see why I'm not ready?
Yes. We see you.
Yeah, because you're way too immature.
And before we go, the big question is, Tommy, Will Packer, what is the next city? And everybody's throwing their city in the pot.
really? Yeah.
Everybody. People, we can hear from Charlotte. We hear from Dallas. We hear from D.C.
Oh, I love it.
So
Yeah.
you never know where Ready to Love is going to land next. So
You
get
never
ready,
know.
get ready.
Okay. All
Probably
right.
somewhere about
Like it,
Dr.
nephew.
Seuss.
All right. Well,
Tell
thank
everybody
you.
when.
That is Saturday, baby, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central on Ready to Love, hosted by yours truly.
All right. We'll be right back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Today, we sit here and we're in shock again as a nation, having to deal with all that's going on in our world today. And another tragic event has occurred. Unexplainable, senseless act of violence. Makes no sense, serves no purpose at all. And all we are is left to wonder how we could solve this problem. But I'll tell you one thing, we got to get involved and start figuring out the solution to this problem instead of saying something got to be done. We have got to amend the way people purchase firearms in this country. And we have got to take steps to reclaim the safety of this country. We got to do something.
Yeah.
Yes. We do.
How many before we do something? Because right now, man, reacting to it ain't enough. It's too late.
Yeah.
I mean, hats off to the first responders and everything.
Oh,
I'm not
yes.
talking about that type of reaction. I'm talking about what we got to keep going through before somebody passes some bills to say, hey, man, we're going to slow this way down.
Wow.
Our damn problem is the Second Amendment that needs amending. Because we America. I don't understand how we keep doing this. Hold on, man. See, we so free. We so free, we stupid. We stupid free. We one country that really need to pull back on some of the freedoms.
Yeah. No.
Because if you're telling me, you're trying to tell me that these brave men and women that are over here fighting for our freedom is the freedom that your ass can walk in a gun and turn around and turn it on a bunch of people. That's what they over there for? Because I think they'd all come home
West.
if you told them that's what they was over there for. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this
absolutely
Second
do.
Amendment needs adjusting.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, folks, listen, we got a special news update with Miss Ann.
Thank you very much, Steve, and good morning, everybody. And yes, it's happened again. There's been another mass shooting in this country, this time in a place called Thousand Oaks, California. Thousand Oaks, California, which is about 40 miles west of downtown L.A. Authorities say that a man entered a bar. That bar was having a country college night. Now, there was a lot of line dancing and stuff going on, and started shooting. Mayor Pro Tem Rob McCoy says that there have been at least 13 fatalities. They were saying 11 at one point, and then they say now 13, and that includes the shooter, who is unidentified at this point, but nevertheless is a fatality. And again, the man just came in the bar and started shooting during college night. Of course, people are just really out. The young people are so distraught, so frightened. They call their parents. They're on the scene. This again, this morning at California time at about 11 p.m. California time, and that's when it happened. A man unidentified at this point still enters a bar in Thousand Oaks, California, about 40 miles west of downtown L.A., starts a shooting, and in the end, at least 13 people, including the shooter and one sheriff's deputy, are dead. We'll stay on top of this for you, and we'll get back as soon as it changes, unfortunately. Again, another mass shooting.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, last break of the day. Steve Harvey, your closing remarks. What do you have for us today?
Just some more encouragement. I want to try to give you a mindset, and you can pick and choose whichever you like, but I want to try to give you a mindset to succeed with. I want you all to start thinking about your goals, your visions, and your dreams. And I want you to think of them like they're long overdue. Have you wanted something for so long that you think that it's long overdue? Have you ever dreamt of something so many times and it's yet to happen that you kind of feel like it's long overdue? I want you to take that feeling that it's long overdue, and I want you to internalize that feeling. Because what I want you to do is I want you to take that feeling and I want you to use it as your motivation to pursue your dreams and goals. Because some of you are right, it's long overdue. Now, some of you may feel that way because you're just impatient. But however you want to look at it, I want you to take that long overdue feeling and I want you to use it as your motivation to spur you to get at it. Take that long overdue feeling and start looking at your life in terms of, you know what? Now's the time. Now is the time. There is no better time than now. Don't worry about getting all your ducks lined up in a row because they don't line up. Don't wait till the perfect time because there is no such a time. You got to remember that there's a force out there that don't want you to succeed. His job, the devil's job, is to throw blocks in your path, to throw temptation in your path, to test you all along the way. All God needs us to do is pass these tests. You're not going to pass all of them, but he wants your best effort. But you got to act like now's the time. You've got to develop a sense of urgency. This thing that's long overdue, the time for it to start happening is now, and I have to develop, and you have to develop a sense of urgency to get it done. It's this sense of urgency that spurs you. It springs you into action. See, the hospital is filled with rooms of care and all like this. But you got different divisions. Now, if you in ICU, intensive care unit, it's intensive care. They in there watching you all the time. They got you monitored regularly. You hooked up to machines. It's down there at the nurse's station. You in ICU. They got the emergency room. That's set up for people who are stuffed and popped off unexpectedly, and you need some care right away. Now, the fact that you got to sit there and wait on your right away all this time is still the emergency room. But you want to approach your life with a sense of urgency. You don't have to sit there and get put on hold like they do at the hospital. Fill out the paperwork. You got to develop a sense of urgency, because if it's long overdue and now is the time, you might as well develop a sense of urgency. Your success, your dreams and visions of happening and occurring have to be critical. They have to be critical. It's got to be critical. You have to perform in your life like you are in a state of being critical. This is critical. It's critical, y'all, that you become successful. It's critical. It's tied to your happiness, your success, your well-being. It's critical. This ain't something, man, that we can casually deal with. It has to be critical to you. You have to have it in your mind that being happy and being successful is something that you can't live without. Why not? Do you know how many negative things people feel is overdue that they have a sense of urgency? Junkies, addicts, it's a sense of urgency for them, and it's a negative thing. I got to get high. I got to get my fix. Do you know that people develop sense of urgencies and things being critical over so many negative things? I got to get down there to happy hour. I got to get more likes on my page. I got to do something that I don't really feel comfortable doing because I got to get more likes. I got to show some parts of my body I really don't want to show, but I'm trying to get some likes. I'm trying to get my followers up. Do you know how many people are feeling critical about that? How many people are approaching that negativity with a sense of urgency that they can't live without? Well, let me explain something to you. You should feel that way about your success, and you should feel that way about your happiness. That is critical, man. It's overdue. Now's the time. You have to have a sense of urgency. Your happiness and success is critical to your well-being. You cannot live without it. That's the mindset you have to have towards your success. If you don't, you're not going to be successful. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you that, but you won't be. Successful people feel that way. It's critical. Get critical about your happiness and about your success and get it done. Y'all have a great weekend.
All right, Steve, you too. All right.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Thanks, huh?
Get after
Good,
it.
Steve.
Yeah.
Critical, yeah.
I'm finna go get after it.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.